All righty, folks. Welcome to the Praetor's Rechecks YouTube channel. I know we have gotten probably very few people watching, but that's just, the way it goes. Let's see who's, we'll see. They'll slowly start coming in, but we're going to be running this game here and seeing what we can do to get our growth and content maybe a little bit better on YouTube in line with what we do on Twitch. So with that being said, I am the host and the DM for this lovely game of these miscreants I have above me here, known as I'm calling them the Artist Collective, is that there are 5 artists who have more talent than I have in their pinky finger than I have in my whole body, artistic wise. So, but they almost all are a little bit, each one is a little bit different discipline. We have a couple that are similar, but then they do other things. But They're new to the channel, and so we're going to indoctrinate them. There's Huxley and the Mech 45. What's up, guys? We're going to indoctrinate them into being rejects. You know, they don't know quite certain what the hell's going on, but they're going to find out. We're playing the lovely, as you can tell, Lost Mines of Phandelver, the lovely beginner intro module from the Wizards of the Coast. We love it. We run it 8 or 9 times now. So it's a great little module. That being said, let's do our introductions. We are down one already. We've got a bum tooth in Ella or Taryn, and so she will join us back next week. She is going to go visit her dentist tomorrow and probably have to go through that no fun of extraction or capping, who knows what. So not fun at all. But next up here, we're gonna so you're gonna introduce yourself. You're gonna tell us who you are. Kat, if you hit my keyboard, I'm gonna kill you. And who you're playing, what you do, where people can find you on the nets, all that fun stuff, because we want people to come support what y'all do as artists, in appreciation for participating here on our channel. So the first up is Kyle. Say hello to everybody, please. You're muted. So there you go. See?
Get him, Kyle. Get him.
Nice.
There we go.
I'm Doodlemander. I go by Doodlemander on all my social medias. I'm playing Gerda, or Sister Gerda, or Granny, as her companions know her as. She's a human cleric, and she just likes to take care of her little flock. And so I'm a digital artist. I do comics, illustration. I do some writing, stuff like that. So yeah.
And apparently, yes, my commands are not working in Stream Elements. That is awesome, because that is what we kind of expected. For some reason, it wasn't working right. So we will say, we'll put this in chat, because I'm going to be, there it goes. So it did finally pop up. Oh, but I've got a misspelling. Okay, so yes, Doodlemander, there you go. No, that's Disney. I did the wrong one. I did Mike. I want to do, I want exclamation Kyle.
He's just going to spam mine for everybody tonight.
Let's see, it should pop up. Let's see, but boy, that's really slow. The lag between, wow, that's like a 5. Yeah, it's very delayed. Yeah, so there you go. There's Doodlemander. Next up, Lynn. Say hello to everybody, please.
Hi, how you doing? I'm Lynn of Metalhead Minis, and now Kirsty20 Beauty as well. And you can find me on metalheadminis.com and also Kirsty20beauty.com, and I made sure to put those links there for you. But everything, to all the links on social media to follow us in general, is all on metalheadminis.com. I play Pasquale Batasario. You can call him Pat. And he is a dragonborn rogue, and he speaks like sometimes in puns, and he could be rude, and he's just gonna be a good time, just a wonderful asset and addition to the party. And that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. And now here's Skarn with the weather.
Mike.
Wow.
You're up, Mike.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. My name is Mike Disney. You can find me on Twitch and Instagram and anything else at Art of Mike Disney. I do a little bit of everything. I paint minis, I illustrate, I sculpt bits, do a lot of conversion work, stuff like that. Also have done photography in the past, and just do a lot of creative things. I like to stick my toe in the pond of those creativity ponds. So I play Skarm Wolfmaster, who is a dwarven fighter. He's a pretty kick-ass guy. He is a mountain dwarf. He is here for the good of the party. He loves his ale. And he's also a good time. Just he's got a lot of little quips about him, and he's definitely a good guy though. There's no badness in Skarn. He's out for the wellness of everyone around him. So
give him time.
That is it.
Time. All right, Zach.
Hey, name is Zach. We are in the same room. You can see the background there.
Mess
I
up my
am
camera angle.
Zorzek and sometimes Don John Master. You can find me as Don John Master on Instagram and Twitch, and I do maps mainly. Also character concepts, sketching characters, and I'll be starting up a Patreon soon. But I also do commission work for the maps. I play Zaz the Wretch, a goblin paladin. The wretch is in the kind of wretching you landlubbers do when you're at the high seas and should be surrounded by the freedom and the air and the mist, but instead you're just lurching over the edge of the ship, retching.
Oh boy, yes. We have eclectic group for this campaign, so it's going to definitely take some different turns based on what we've got going on here. So we ran a session 0 last Wednesday. They got to finalize their characters. They did a little learning in Fantasy Grounds. They had their if you've watched this campaign before with me, they had their combat scene in the middle in a street area of Waterdeep, where some bandit and his bandit leader and his minions tried to attack him. And so they vanquished those foes, took a few arrows. I think, didn't you go down? I think, yeah.
I did.
Unfortunately, Granny went down. They picked on the old biddy.
Granny, no.
And so, yeah, so it took her out with her walker, unfortunately. But they got through that. And then got their supply wagon and their orders. Their mission from Praetor was to follow this dwarf and this human knight, elderly knight gentleman, who are in the haberdashery. They were getting supplies from the different locations around the haberdashery and picking things up, and Praetor was alerted to some of the conversations that the two were having, in that several wagon loads of supplies that were traveling up the road through that area from the Sword Coast, the coastline up into the Desrin Valley, had disappeared. And the Lion Shield Coster, one of the trading groups, was reordering some stuff because they, like I said, a couple of their shipments had not made it through, and they were kind of low in their supply shop in the town of Phandalin, which nobody really, barely even remembered it was on a map. And also the dwarf was overheard saying that he was rushing also to get some supplies because he had to make his way back to meet up with his brothers to search the mountain areas around the town, because he has a map to a long lost dwarven complex that has an ancient artifact, magical item that has been lost to the ages of time. And the Rockseeker clan, who they are trying to reestablish themselves as a, dwarven, stronghold, finding their home again. Apparently they've been homeless for a while. Hey, am I? Good to see you. So, I think actually we had Skarm the dwarf roll up that he'd heard a little bit about the Rockseekers, but they had been displaced out of time, and so they got their wagon, they got their supplies, and off they went, trying to follow at a distance away, trying to be incognito, to find out what these guys are doing and get to the town and see what else is going on. But lo and behold, dun, 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 as they came down through a little pass area, some carrion birds were seen flying high above the path ahead of them. And as they got closer and closer, they happened upon 2 dead horses, arrows sticking out of them like pin cushions. Something has taken place here, and that is where we left off, as our lovely cliffhanger that we like to do on our channel here. and the individuals were making their way, as you can tell on the map. Ella, the half-elf ranger, who is Taryn's PC, she was moving herself along the ridgeline to the north, close to this tree, and Pasquale was following along on the inside. Excuse me, Skarn was driving the wagon and pulled up a little bit there, and I think that is where we, unless anyone's got anything to add on to it, I believe.
No. That's where we left off.
I think I'm holding their horses. I think
You have, that is correct.
yeah.
Gerda has the straps for the two horses that the Pasquale and Ella were riding on either side. And yeah, that's correct. And that is where at the moment, as we've got things going on, we'll have y'all roll initiative.
Oh boy, it's already
snap,
started.
it's
Ooh,
on.
Girl,
That's
girl,
right.
it's on. Ooh.
Now, in this
I'm glad I
game-
got that out of the way.
Yeah, in this
Wow.
game,
Wait, did mine go through?
no, you got to double click on the dice in the middle,
That's right.
initiative dice. Let's see.
I
is that
knew
you?
that.
Okay. So that should roll everybody. Now, folks, we have a few things. So they'll learn a couple of the house rules that I have in place and how we do combat a little bit differently here. But what we are going to be doing in this game is we're going to be re-rolling initiative every round. We're going to play that out, see how this goes. And want to try this out to throw things a little curveball at them. We for those, I think everybody that's watching so far has really been a part of the channel, but we have tips. You can tip for, getting perks to the game, or we still have the loot crates cards, which are up, but I don't think any of the commands, I'm not sure why they are not working. Crates, is it crates? I'm looking at no, it's loot. Don't even know my damn. So, well, it's just like we do all the cheers and the tips. You can for $1, buy a point of inspiration for somebody. We don't have monetization here on YouTube, and they don't do cheers and things like that. So we're still going to come up.
I will need a lot of that.
Yeah, we do need a lot of cheers. So, but what I also wanted to tell the group, so they start off with a point of inspiration at the beginning of each game. They can earn more points of inspiration by their RP in the game, which they then can turn around, and if they have it left over, we will allow them to cash that in for basically a story point, which basically allows them to choose rolling an advantage or disadvantage, some modifications to the roll based on what they kind of need at the time. But I'm also going to come to them and say, I would like someone, if you will do the introduction, after the introductions, if you'll do the story recap from the previous session as your character, you will get inspiration, or I might give you even more stuff, like critical hit, or healing a potion, or a magical walker. Who knows?
Oh, Granny,
Okay.
that's for you. That's all you, boo. That is all you.
Okay.
I need that.
Yes.
Walk or shoot. Let me find out.
So we're going to want to think about that. Now, I want to make sure I'm going to get back with him this week. I don't think I have all. I want to revisit, make sure I know all of their dark past, flaw, like we do here on the channel. Everybody that's been a player on the channel knows that Praetor always likes to know what your deep and darkest flaw is, because he will use it. Now, he will help you try to get past it. He would never use it against you. And so we're going to make sure that's going to happen, and that's kind of what gets more into the RP, because there are tons of RP opportunities in this game. Okay, that being said, we have. Did everybody roll? Oh, okay. Let me roll mine. Oh, would you quit that? That's Skarn. He's just got to roll the dice, roll initiative for the NPCs. I was like, okay, so here we go. Ella. Okay, Ella is going to. She is a ranger who chose. She's a natural explorer and favored enemies. And would you happen to know it that goblins and orcs are her favorite enemies? And she has had she had a little bit of a side-eyed look
Great choices.
at the paladin because he's a goblin. We don't know how that happened, but we're going to find out, folks, because he chose it, so he's going to have to explain it. She is going to she's looking down at the horses who have these arrows just, slammed all into them. And she makes a recall about, and that is a 13, but ain't too bad. And she's going to recognize that those arrows that are sticking out of them are goblin arrows. The way they are fletched and put together, their black feathers and all that. And she will, call down to, well, actually, would she do that? Let's actually make sure she would. Okay. So Pat, she basically does a little, and she's, she does a bunch of hand gestures to you, basically telling you that she thinks that they're goblins about. I'll give you that one. Instead, and so she's, she pulls out her sword and she's looking, and she is going to, she's going to, she actually, you know what? She double checks that. She sheathes her sword and pulls out her bow. She has got a longbow and nocks an arrow, kind of keeping an eye around the horses and this hillside. You don't know what she's kind of feeling, but you are going to learn here that she doesn't like this situation. Okay. Something's wrong. Gerda, you're up. What do you do?
Do I notice Ella up there, like signaling?
Y'all notice Ella gesticulating, yes. Something to Pat. She does not yell out, however.
Okay. Is there anything nearby? I guess I could, is there anything nearby that I could maybe like tie the horses to?
Tie them to the cart. Tie them in the wagon if you want.
Okay.
Yeah, easy.
Yeah, so I noticed something's up, so just to be careful, just to be cautious, I'll go ahead and tie the two horses to the back of the wagon.
You may.
And kind of, I guess I'll pull my weapon out and just kind of be ready, look around.
I have you still standing in the wagon, or you were resting in the wagon. Unless you want to hop out of the wagon. Yep, you may hop out of the wagon.
There you go.
Now, I'll also tell you that when you moved upwards and downwards in Fantasy Grounds, you'll ask me kind of like that stuff. There would be that would have cost you 5 feet of movement to hop off the wagon and go down. So
Okay.
you just have to you'll learn that, and that you can just ask me and I'll tell you that 5 feet of movement to hop down, and then you start moving forward. You just subtract that. But yeah, you step forward a little bit. Did you say you drawed your weapon? Or you just kind of...
Yeah, so I also kind of, I don't know if Zaz saw any of this, but I say, Charge, eyes sharp.
I can't hear you, Granny. Speak up.
Yeah, you may speak in your turn and all that, and unless it's something, if it's when we get into combat, I will cut that out because it's a 6 second. Each person's lasts about 6 seconds inside a round, and having conversations when you get into combat, I won't allow. If you handle your conversations beforehand, that's in this instance we're okay. Y'all can chat back and forth. But when you get into there, unless it's your turn, you may speak and say something, but the other persons have to wait until it's their turn to respond. So, anything else, Gerda? You don't see anything. Like I told y'all when y'all pulled up outside of the carrion birds that were flying overhead, it is quiet as the grave.
Okay. Yeah, that's all I do. I just kind of wait.
Okay. Now, you also can tell me that if you want to hold your action, don't forget that. And holding the action means that on some type of trigger, you would, in your case, unless you had a ranged weapon, you could shoot something. Something happens, and it goes through the round, the hold action. But
I mean, I'll just be ready to I guess, swing at anything that gets near.
Okay.
If anything gets near.
Right. Okay. All right. Then pass your turn, sir. Gerda.
Oh.
Zaz, you're next.
I'm gonna just look kind of agitated and sweating.
Make me a perception check, would you, please?
Sure. Oh, kitty.
Yeah, okay. So even from that distance, and I think I may have said too before in the last session, but you're also going to easily recognize the death of these horses and what caused them, and that would be the multitude of goblin arrows that are stuck in their sides.
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of a little suspicious, like,
Natural causes, I think. Probably was walking and then fell on the arrows. The only explanation.
Oh my lord! You gonna do anything, Zaz? What else? You're in the wagon too.
Oh, I will use. Oops, I meant to make that only the 25 movement for the 5 feet to get off of the wagon, and then the remaining 25 to get that close to her, and just kind of walk up behind the dragon.
You're good right now. Okay. Okay.
Cool.
All right.
Yeah. You see anything?
And then that'll be my turn. Oh, actually, I'm sorry. Am I allowed to do Divine Sense? 60 feet.
If you want to fire it off as because it's, in this instance, that's fine. Because goblins don't have the, when the nimble escape, if that's only disengage your hide. So you don't have the cunning action. Yep. That's going to be the rogue, actually, not you. I'll allow it right now. You can fire it off while you were scrambling over there. And your divine sense in the search for
strong evil registers, so
it's gonna
matter.
It's gonna know the location celestial, fiend, or undead within 60 feet of you.
Yeah.
And that would be zilch.
Yeah. Looks safe. I say we just go around and forget anything happened here.
Pat, you're next.
I'm taking a look around, and I am going to move a little closer, about 10 feet.
Okay. You see that, plentiful arrows. Plenty of blood has poured out of these poor animals, so they have been here for a little bit. Y'all were, an hour or two behind them. And when y'all were following them. And so, it's happened here on something right over here catches your eye. You can't tell what it is. But there is something on the ground on the other side of the horses.
Okay. Do you need me to do a perception check?
You can't tell what it is from where you're at. So I'm just letting you know you see it, but what the hell it is, you don't know.
Okay.
Outside of that, the saddlebags, what you would expect to see with the individuals are gone. Their the bridle and reins are still there. The saddle.
Okay.
But the bags are gone.
All right.
There's been a scuffle
to which
here.
there've been some foul play. So basically I turn around to Zaz and I say, There's some foul play happening here. This is not natural causes. I don't know my voice yet, but I'll get there.
You'll get there. That's right.
I'll
Okay.
get there. I'm gonna
Anything
do
else?
it.
Are you going to do anything else?
I don't think there's anything else to do right now, unless I move again closer. But I think without somebody else around the
Well,
same.
you see, Ella's got your 6. She's drawn and ready in case something happens.
Right, and she's got the ranged weapon. Okay, that makes sense.
She has a long bow.
Well, I
Yes,
got
she
one too.
does.
Right. Yeah, and I have a ranged weapon too. So yeah, it'll probably be in my best interest to stay where I'm at. So that's what I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And I gotta move my thing, don't I? Hold on.
You pass your turn if that's all you're choosing to do.
Okay. Meh. How do I do this thing again? Oh,
The
arrow
down. There you go. All righty.
I knew that.
1 second. All righty. One second. I'm gonna figure this. That's the wrong. No, that's not the right roll, Duff.
I
Quit.
didn't like that laugh.
No. Crap. Ella is going to scream out, unfortunately, because yelling at her, jumping out of the tree right next to her is a goblin who has a scimitar and goes, attack! And
Oh, hell no.
tries to swing at Ella, missing Ella. Very nice. Ella
He better.
will get a shot off of her longbow, but unfortunately, because she is within melee range, she gets that at disadvantage. She's still going to try to hit. And look at that. Man, you know what? She should be proud of me, happy with me, because that's a hit, even with disadvantage. Oh,
Yay for Ella.
schmackaroony. She, in her quick reaction, lets go with that bow string, and that arrow just catches him right at the base of the throat and takes him back, plowing him into the tree.
That's what you get.
And he just, croaks, dying. And y'all here, let me see. Let's see what else we got here. Oh boy. Pat, perception check, please.
Got it. Skills, perception. Did it?
That would be horrible. You may choose to use your inspiration, or you may pass, just say, oh, don't worry about it.
No, it's cool. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. I'd rather use
That's
it
a-
for something.
Understood. Okay. That one, let's see. Why am I getting database? Oh, that's the export. All right. I got to figure that out. I'm supposed to, I've got a little surprise going to happen on the overlay once Gaming Buddhist finishes some programming for me. I don't want to spoil it. But oh boy. Let's see, what's he gonna do? What he's got, Sister Gerda, a arrow comes flying out of the tree line to your south, some direction you did not see where, but it's coming from the hill line. An arrow came flying and struck the wagon right next to you. Thong. And Pat, let's see. Really? I can't. Oh, wow, man. Same thing. A arrow, Pat, lands, just comes screaming by you and slams into the dirt hill line by you, and it came from across the way. Not quite sure where, but the tree lines on the other side of the ridge line. and y'all both
I'll
look,
take it.
and the same fletching is on the arrows that are stuck into the horses. Skarn, you're up.
Alrighty. Skarn, seeing the arrow hit the wagon that he's sitting in, he plops down. He jumps down off of the wagon, and
Okay, that's 5 feet.
Draws his shield,
Sweet son.
draws his battle axe, and runs toward where the arrow came from.
You need to make me, you may first make me a perception check to see if you know that also. Please.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now.
All right.
Oh, man.
That would be.
I'm rolling like you.
Well, do you want me to answer that question for you? Whether you know where that arrow came from. You know that I'll give you that you know that the arrow came from across the way, but you have no idea where, sir.
I'm just going to run in that direction then.
Okay, so 5 feet moves you down onto the ground. And then you have what? Are you 25 or?
Yeah, I'm 25.
So you've got 20 more feet. So you got, yeah. So you got 20 feet of movement to do as you move your token, 20 feet in the direction you want to run. $20 feet. That's okay. I want to back you up one. Boom. Get over there. Okay. Let me get rid of that marker there. We don't need to know that anymore. Okay. Anything else, sir? You don't see anything? Actually, you can make me perception as you're looking into the trees this time.
All right.
I'm trying to turn off something at YouTube here. It's branding.
What the hell is wrong with these dice?
Not funny. Not funny.
You did a little better that time.
That's not funny either.
Not funny. Okay. Oh, is that? I'm trying to look at the YouTube video to see what it looks like. Okay. Anything else you want to try to do? Or are you going to hang it up and pass your turn?
I'm going to pass my turn.
Okay. So when you pass your turn, I then re-roll NPC's initiatives, and all of you, remember, roll your initiative.
Yay!
Okay.
All right, we do it again.
Yeah, we roll initiative again. All right. And then I should be able to just hit the circly Q dude. And is that all of them?
Just gonna slink off.
Ella's or shot it. It did not do it. It didn't matter. We're gonna make it. Okay, I figured. I thought I hit round. Oh, I hit the round button. I hit the wrong button. Okay, Ella. She is going to. Not stealthy at all. She's going to move into the tree line though, and try her best to blend in with nature. And y'all, yeah, so y'all 1 minute sitting there, and all of a sudden she just kind of disappears into that tree with her bow drawn. Skarn, what are you doing?
All right. He is going to continue moving.
Okay. Cool. So, okay, so you move that distance. That is a 10-foot ridge to climb up. So you can try to do a dash action, and you're going to need to make me a acrobatics check to try to climb up this dirt hill, ridge line, or you can hold. Okay, but you're double moving now, so you won't have an action. You're using a double move to get up the hill, sir.
That's fine.
Okay, so would you first make me an acrobatics check? Well done. That is a pass. So that allows you to move 10 feet up. You still have 15 feet of movement, basically, going up the ridgeline. Where do you go? Okay. Right there. Perception check with advantage, sir. It doesn't look too bad on YouTube. Doesn't look bad at all. You guys are looking pretty good. Me too. You're gonna, you're standing there and a little huffing and puffing and got yourself up that deal. And all of a sudden you pull yourself up to look around and you find yourself standing right next to a goblin that blends right in with the tree line.
Uh-oh.
Yes. That would be your turn though, sir. He has got a surprised look on his face somewhat as you come eye to eye with him. Pat, what do you do? Now, you do not see that goblin standing next to Skarm, just so you understand.
Okay. But I do notice that there was running and movement and
you saw him scramble up the hillside, no doubt. You're picking up echo from Zach, just so y'all know. What would you like to do, though?
I was just thinking if there's goblins on the side there. If I go up that hillside, that's going to be... Is that part of the hill right there alone, like 10 feet?
The brown hills, the rise you see on either side of you is 10 feet up. So if you move to it, you have to factor in that you're going to lose 10 feet going through that area. That's all.
Oh, okay. I figure. Okay, cool. Because I'm trying to think if I got... Hold on.
Thanks, Zach.
Action. Well, I do have my short bow.
You do?
I do. And I could do... Let me see how many feet I got here. Ammunition range, 83. Okay. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4. How high up is that hill there? That is a 10,
both are 10 feet up.
Bigger?
Yep. And if you move up it, you're going to have to make me an acrobatics check to make yourself scramble up the side of it.
Well, I was trying to think if I did the short bow and reached up, or pointed up, I should say, to where
you don't see that goblin. You don't see that goblin yet. Only he did.
Right, but if I moved closer, would I end up at least hearing it?
It hasn't done anything yet. It's just staring at him.
Okay.
Yeah. And Skarn's in his turn. He finished his turn out and he looks up and he was staring right into the eyes of this goblin that's blended in with the tree. So only he knows now that it's there.
Part.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I just figured if somebody saw something, there'd be some kind of movement happening or something like that.
That hasn't had his turn yet. Hasn't had his turn yet.
Okay.
So
I'm gonna move.
You got company. There's no doubt about that. You know that you are not alone. So the question is not knowing what because you don't see anything. What would you do? All right. He steps right out dead center in the open.
Feet over so that I'm right. So that way, whatever I hear first.
Okay. You're holding your actions. What you're also telling me that if you see something, move something, you're going to fire an arrow at it.
Yeah.
That is perfectly done. Yes. Okay. Zaz, what are you doing?
Putting myself on mute first.
There you go. Thank you.
Is it still an echo? Maybe you need to mute
yourself.
No,
actually, not right now for you. I think, she's just projecting and your mic's picking it up. We probably need to look to get some type of gate or something on yours. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Yeah, definitely going to move over and get my back to this little, what do you call this? This little cliff,
it's just a little ridge line. Real ridge. Yeah, 10-foot ridge line. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to get my back to that. And I'm going to shimmy the remaining amount of my movement 15, I think. I have 30-foot movement to get closer to the horses. That way I when my non-goblin companions strike, I can definitely not pretend like I'm no threat to them.
Do you have any weapon drawn? Are you doing anything, or are you just going to have your hands up?
I do. I draw my rapier and my shield.
Okay. All right.
Look threatening at my party members.
All right, pass your turn. Gerda.
All right. So, I think I'm within range for this. Actually, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna move 10 feet forward, and then I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy.
Thaumaturgy. Uh-huh.
On Pasquale.
Okay.
Or centered on Pasquale, I suppose.
All right.
And I want to make a. Let's see. I can pick like anything, right? So I want to make like a dragon roar.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like on his position. And I'm going to say, "Speak up, Pasquale," and cast that, and then continue my movement around to the other side of the wagon, just so I can get some cover.
All right. So all of a sudden a booming dragon roar erupts right on top of Pasquale. Correct? All right. Anything else?
Let's see, what was that? That was a one action. Do I have any bonuses?
Probably not at the moment as a human. Unless it's a cantrip.
Yeah. All right, yeah, I'll pass my turn.
Yeah. All righty. Well, that is going to allow. Let me see. That booming voice is second. Okay.
I thought to try and like intimidate them.
Intimidate, distraction, basically what it's doing. Yeah. And okay, yeah. So unfortunately Pat's not gonna, neither one of y'all are gonna see this guy, but Ella sees Goblin. He's stepping out of the tree line over here, and he kind of stumbles a little bit because of the booming dragon voice. And yeah, so she once again holding her action, she will fire off another arrow at him from there. Spammo.
Oh man, you're rolling like Terran rolls. Okay,
so puts an arrow in him, but he comes in. He takes that arrow, and gives up all pretense, and charges into the tree line with his arrow stuck out of him, and swipes at. Oh wow, unbelievable!
That's what I like to see.
I don't.
Fumbleina.
It didn't do my. Really? Why didn't my derp work? What in the hell? It's doing it. Okay. I can't hear it. I need to turn it on. Never mind. Okay. Making sure the derp was working, and it is. Okay. So that, yeah, he basically starts to swing he's got the arrow stuck in him. It grabs a tree branch, pulls him back, and his scimitar comes down into the tree line and gets caught on the branches and all that. But he is thrashing about right now. Goblin 4, same thing happens to him. Well, he sees that this, what's up, Jay? Yeah, he was eye to eye with this dwarf that came shambling up the mountain and all that, and was reaching, pull his sword up and grabs it, but haphazardly swings at the dwarf because of this booming dragon voice that and totally whiffs, trying to hit Skarn. And he has he will use his nimble. He does like that. He got scared, so he disengages as his nimble escape is his bonus action, so that Skarn can't op shot him. Grant advantage roll for Zaz. Oh boy, here they come. So Zaz, you've been granted an advantage roll on your next deal. All righty, and he tries to jump into the tree line now, Skarn, and tries to make himself one with nature. Okay, you're not. I actually should have rolled that in the tower, but right now we have an 11 on our stealth roll as he tries to jump into there. And he's gonna move. Oh, that's right here. So unfortunately, let me open this up a little bit more. The Skarn, you're actually gonna see more. I should have opened that up. He's moving. Okay. So this guy thinks he jumps into a pile of leaves. We'll see if Skarn knows where he's at. Same thing happens. All of a sudden, Pat, you're sitting there, and this goblin kind of steps through the tree line to fire an arrow at you, and you see.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, so both of you are firing arrows at each other. So you may. Yep. So you may shoot, and he will be shooting at the same time. But I will allow you to go first. So do you remember how to do all this? Control click on the token.
Me.
Okay. Well, she did that.
Click on the token.
Okay, well, it doesn't matter.
wait.
You shot. So grab that 8 and drag it onto the token of the goblin that you want to see if that's a hit or miss. Unfortunately, that would be a miss. Now, I will ask you the same question. Do you want to use your inspiration point to...
Yeah.
Okay, so check off your inspiration. And then... Okay, now control click on the token one time. Now fire your weapon again, and it will tell you if you got it. Okay.
Okay.
And that's a hit.
Ooh,
Okay.
you're gonna get it.
Now do the same thing with your damage. Okay. What would you like to say to him as he dies?
That's what you get when you mess with the warrior.
Oh,
Thankies. I'll be all here all week. Try the veal.
East Coast and Dragonborn. Yeah, rogue. Here we go, baby. All right. He dies. Yeah, the arrow hits him and he stumbles and then he just kind of rolls down the hill. Right there, lands his head and plants into the horse's butt. It's right there. And a little bit more debauchery. Okay. I think, was that it?
Yep, that was it.
That was the last one. Okay. So,
I killed him.
we try this again. We're going to have you guys, don't roll yet. I think I gotta, go ahead and roll y'all's initiative. Let me see. I can't remember how this is supposed to play out. I rolled mine, but I thought, I need to roll Ella's. 1 second. I closed out her character sheet. All right. If I hit the round button,
Thank you, Amai.
it's supposed to, it doesn't.
I gotta grab something real quick.
Okay. So I'm at, I think this is going to, I got to figure out. I figured it out last time, but anyway, so how to advance the rounds without ruining y'all's deal. They rolled exceptionally well this turn. Goblin 3 is going to try to swipe at Ella again. This time he will connect with his scimitar and stabs her. Yes. Goblin 4, believing, Skarn, would you make me a perception check, please?
Yep.
You have to beat an 11.
Perception.
Okay, yeah. So you think this goblin thinks that he's hiding in the bushes, and he fires this arrow at you, and he totally whiffs and misses. Ella will drop her bow, grabbing her short sword. Yep. And she will strike at, oh boy, missing. Okay. Zaz, you will hear a scuffle above you that you cannot see, and you saw a goblin die falling down the hillside, and something was messing with Skarn, but you have no idea what.
I'm going to attempt to climb up the ledge.
Acrobatics check, please.
Will do. Not trained in it. Here we go.
Right.
Oh yeah,
You're good.
Oh.
10 feet of movement. So you
I
have
thought that was
another
gonna be a
20. You have
creep.
20 feet of movement from where you're at.
Nice.
What are you doing?
Charge up behind this guy.
You come right up the hillside here in battle, and you
Yep.
can see something going on, and you can come up behind him. Yes, he is facing. Now, what you in my way of combat. Now, the rogue has some special abilities that she'll get and all that, but in my combat, if you come up behind a token, then because at this point in time the goblin is facing Ella, you have advantage on that attack. Now, you already have an advantage, so I would save that advantage you were given in chat, because I'm giving you advantage on this deal. And I will remind y'all for some sessions, because this is my home rule, house rule for combat. So flanking, what I call it. Okay. So, and I will let y'all know how it plays out. So basically,
Slash across the back of his legs.
you're going to control click on him. Well, you didn't. Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
that's okay.
I'll just
So grab the
drag it
11
over to him.
and drag it on the token and see if that's a hit.
I do it.
You got to grab the actual 11 and drag and drop it onto the goblin token on the
Yeah,
map.
like I usually have to do.
I did it last time.
It's
I have.
no. So grab the 11 and drag all the way over and drop it on Goblin 3.
Yep.
Or you can do it in
And
the
I
combat
am.
tracker too. But
Yep.
it
I'll
should.
do it on the combat tracker because I'm
Yeah,
dropping
try
it
that.
on the goblin because it highlights his name when my mouse is over it and I have it,
Huh.
Mhm.
but it's
Good
not
one.
doing it.
Okay.
When I grab
Here,
the
I'm going to show
dice-
you. Basically, what the hell? You're all right.
Yeah.
What in the
Damn it,
bleep?
Bobby.
That is interesting. Why now, why did it give you a G20? What the hell's a G?
I don't know what a G20 is either.
I don't
Means
know.
he's G money.
Advantage drop to 5. I'm gonna let you know. That's weird. That's not working right. That would actually though. That's gonna let you know that that's a miss, even with advantage. You may choose. You may choose to use your inspiration to re-roll that, if you would like.
No, because I'm just gonna back him up. Like, get him, after I like slash behind him.
Okay.
Get her.
All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Pass
Seems
your
like
turn,
a
please.
deception.
Okay. Pat, you're in the middle of the trail there, and there seems to be shit going on in the tree lines, and you can't see anything. You can't tell what the hell's going on.
So he's got somebody, Skarn doesn't. So I'm going to make my move to go to the same side as Skarn, since
Okay.
Ella seems to already have assistance having Zaz.
Hey,
And so I will,
so make me a fight. You got a 5-foot movement to get to the hillside, and then I need an acrobatics check from you, please.
Okay, so let me do that. 5, and then the acrobatics check.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, da-da-da-da. Come on, acrobatics.
Oh, you got it. Okay, so you've got 15 feet of movement left. And so
So-
you may move 15 more feet. Where are you going?
I right next to
That's-
Skarn there.
Okay, you're just going to injure. Okay, you're not going to use it all. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, Skarn is. You can see a couple. You see, I think we've got an arrow stuck in the tree line there, and he's looking deep into the trees. Yes, his attention is not on you, Pat. You can make me a perception check if you'd like.
Okay,
Beat an 11.
will do, sir, or try to. Not gonna guarantee it, just in case. Ha! And sure enough, there with that.
Unfortunately, you do not see the goblin. Yes, you do not see the goblin, but Skarn does. So,
Okay.
anything else you'd like to do?
No, sir. I'm gonna be at the ready
Okay,
and be there at
Action.
Skarn's side.
pass your
Because
turn.
he's my buddy. He's my pal.
Yep.
That's my
Alrighty.
turn. Oh yeah, let me hit that down arrow. He's my buddy. He's my pal.
Skarn, what are you gonna do?
I am going to rush in at
You
this. Poor
You know
helpless
exactly where he's
goblin.
at. Yep.
Yep.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack.
Okay. So you rush in there. And he dropped, like I said, he dropped to the ground thinking he was hiding and all that. And so let me actually put the prone indicator on him because he is laying on the ground. So, and all of a sudden he goes, ah, as you come running up at him because he thought he was being sneaky goblin.
Do I have an advantage or no?
That prone will do that. Fantasy Grounds will take care of it already for you when you strike. See? Kabam!
Nice.
Okay, give him some damage.
Squish him.
Hi.
Oh, we had a
there.
critical hit. Oh, sorry, I didn't catch that. 1 second. Let me come over here to Streamloots. I apologize. I didn't have it up. Okay, so would you like to say anything to this poor creature?
He comes over, Skarm comes over, rushes in, takes his axe, and just like as if he was golfing, just kind of rushes in with the one hand and boop, pops his head right up off of his shoulders, off of the ground. Doesn't say a word.
All right, let me check here. Advantage. Thumbs up, thumbs up. Oh, I'm missing something here. I've bought a crit hit for PC. I don't see. Wow,
Yep.
it didn't. Who got that? Who got the who did you get that for? So I didn't see it. Why is that not showing up on my activity? I am upset, and it's not showing up as a tip. Then did you tip that? What did you do?
I
Where
also
did you
tipped.
did you do that
It's-
on the tip screen? That's the Stream Elements tip deal? Really? What the heck is going on here?
I noticed that I had to click on the 1 month tab or column in order for it to show.
What the hell? I'm not seeing that.
Because I see Amia or
Am I? It's our my. Yeah.
Third time's a charm. Yeah, she got a tip on there. She's currently silver though, because
What is going
I'm
on?
gold.
Okay, I'm not liking this. Okay, we'll do just
I thought
okay.
I just attacked.
So you killed your goblin. Okay. Well, so
Okay.
Josh or Jeff, keep those totals for me and hit me in Discord because I'm not seeing them alerting up, and I don't know why. I thought I tested all this. Okay. Anything else, Skarn? You're gonna pass. You moved in there. You attacked. Anything else you can do, or you're gonna hold your turn? Pass your turn. Okay. All right, Gerda.
Yep.
Your companions have all left you into the brush line.
I'm leaving Gerda with the cart again. How do the horses look? Are they like nervous at all, or like
They're a little skittish, but because the fighting is farther away,
okay?
They seem to be just fine.
So not to metagame. So do I perceive that the battle is going well? I
You have
can't
no
see
idea.
anything, obviously.
Other than there was one goblin who fell out of the tree line and landed in the horse's patootie that you saw
Gotcha.
from Pat, dealing some damage, but
Well,
that was it.
Wow, everybody just left me here. I don't know what to do. I guess I'll just
Man, you old.
say
You can handle.
I've been through a lot. This is fine. Here's what I'll do. I'll say a quick prayer to Saluna. Just
Nothing can keep an old granny down.
That's right. And I'll slowly can I slowly move the cart? Can I I don't want to move it right up, but
Well, you could easily go up to the we'll say it's a big old oxen. It's pulling the wagon, and you could grab the harness, from its, its bit and bridle and just kind of pull it along. And the horses will just trot along because they're attached to the cart, the wagon.
Gotcha.
So yeah.
okay.
That's
I'll move,
easily done.
I'll move like what 15 feet alongside of it with the wagon. Does that
You
sound
could do
good?
that. That's legit, and we'll move up
and
here.
then I'll hold my action. I'll do a like a sacred flame in case any goblins come out to like attack the cart. I'll just flap them.
That's well done. Okay.
So I'll
Pass your
just
turn.
whack him with my walker.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Okay, so okay, so if I do this, now y'all re-roll your initiatives. I think that's what I'm missing. We do it that way, because if I re-roll, that should put Ella. That's it. Okay, so I start the turn order. Fantasy Grounds rolls the initiative for the NPCs, and then y'all roll your initiative, and that puts everybody in the proper order. I knew it was some way to do that. All right, and then I do this, and I totally mess it up. I knew I was going to do it wrong, so it doesn't matter. Okay, Ella's going to
Granny's last again.
Exactly. She will try to swing her short sword at the goblin, and she hits again. She is a wrecking ball.
Wow.
Yes, she skewers it, almost getting the goblin, getting you, Zaj, as she rams her short sword into its gullet, and it comes out the other side, almost
seriously?
getting you.
Sauce ducks.
Taryn rolls really good too. She
So-
rolls really good in real life too. So
So yes, she kills the goblin, and steps back, breathing hard, and there's nothing else around y'all. Pat, what do you do?
I am going to, let me see here, in relation to where I'm at. It looks like we got everything with just to confirm, we pretty much, let me see here with the goblins. There's no one else here goblin wise, right?
You don't see anything at the
seeing-
moment.
Okay. I'm thinking I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 25 feet this way. That way there's we got Skarn kind of in the trees, but then we have me sort of on more like the outside perimeter to make sure that we're covered before we make any decisions about walking back by where Gerda
I'm
is.
going to let you can kind of see your viewpoint, kind of the rest of kind of the map. You see that there's more tree lines to the south, the ridge line over to the east there, and the cart path. This trail continues on off into the distance to the east, and you see more tree line and heavy tree line and brush to the north area. And that is all you can see, but you don't hear anything. Zaz, what do you do?
I think it's safe.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
And he will go wander. Oh, that's 35. There we go. There's 30 feet. Over there.
Okay.
Just hands on his hips.
Put yourself in a square.
Well
Okay.
done.
You don't hear anything. Make me a perception check, please.
Boom.
Okay. The birds begin to start chirping again. You're hearing some noises and all that, but you don't see anything, you don't see anything at the moment. Yeah.
Yep.
Attacking. You don't see any of your maybe long lost cousins.
Yeah.
So.
Why do birds
Oh,
suddenly appear every time you
Okay.
Class in the bard.
We are, for the moment, out of combat. Skarn moved rushed back out of the tree line, looking for more goblin meat, and unfortunately, Skarn, you are thwarted as then there doesn't see anybody else attacking.
All right, and I took my whole turn just moving, so
That's fine. We're out of combat now, so I sometimes will keep you guys in initiative just so that everybody has their turn at saying things or doing things, and I'm kind of staying that right now. You kind of rushed out of the tree line looking for more action, and unfortunately, there is none.
When I get to the bottom of the ridge, though, I look around and see if I see anything else out of place besides the dead horse. And do I notice what that is?
Well, there's something. Yeah, you see something round, elongated, laying on the ground there. So
I can't identify it.
You'd have to move up to it. Yeah.
All right, I'll move up to it.
Yeah. So okay, so you can maybe move over there. What about she's gonna step over here. She's kind of keeping herself up against the tree, but she's got a longbow, ready just in case something else happens. Gerda, what about you in the wagon?
I'm gonna keep moving slowly with the wagon and kind of like just I see my companions kind of checking other stuff around. So I'd like to go along the road there and just kind of like make sure the road's clear of anything, traps, anything like that.
Yeah.
If I see anything, so.
Nope, you just see, you're coming up on, you can definitely see that there was a scuffle here, and plenty of blood. Most of it, the horses, there's probably there was a goblin dead there now laying on one of the horses. Skarn moved up and he's looking at something on the other side. Pat, what about you?
I am going to also, if I can, am I in unlimited movement right now?
Yeah, you can move. Yeah, you move yourself.
Okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Go back over, if I can, over there.
You may.
Get back with the crew. Come back together.
All right. Anything else? Ella's she's kind of, she waves to y'all and she says she's, see what you can find. I've got, she's going to kind of be overlooking that she's got a pretty good vantage, and she yells out to Zaz. Zaz, what the hell are you doing?
I am moving along the tree line here and just kind of saying out loud, like, yeah, I think they all ran away. We killed them all.
Make me a perception check, please.
Left. And I was going to just stab behind the tree, not even knowing if anything was there.
Okay. So Zaz is now attacking a tree. Ella face palms. First, well, she can't really see it because you're kind of hidden and all that. I'm not a deception's good. You're fine. Oh, I thought that you were rolling that to be silly, but I'd like a perception check, please.
Yep. There we go. Hey.
Okay. You're going to notice that there are some drag marks that come from around this ridge line going directly into the tree line area. Just, the earth has been pulled apart.
All right, I'm going to immediately run back 10 feet, backpedaling.
What? She yells out, what do you want?
What do you want?
What do you want? What the hell you want?
Over here. Guys.
Sound like a crow. Okay, she's gonna, oh my lord, she kind of lowers her bow a little bit, but she comes over there and goes, what? Zaz.
Sorry, I was just pointing right over at the drag marks.
Okay, you're pointing to the drag marks? Okay. So she sees them and she will move over there and she starts studying them then. While it's doing that, Skarn, you move up to this object and you see that it is a map case. It is open, laying on the ground, and it is empty.
Is it damaged at all?
Nope. It is not.
I fold it back up and put it in my gear.
No, it's a map case. So like it's like a tube. Okay.
Yeah.
But it's empty. So you just, so you just put the cap on it, but whatever was in it is
Yeah.
not there anymore. Okay. But yeah, you've got yourself.
Put the cap on it and,
Okay.
and put it in my gear.
Okay. 1 second. I will give you, apparently we didn't get I will give you a equipment, adventuring gear, and the inventory tab. And I will give you a map case. So you will find in the party sheet, Skarn, a map case. You may pull that over into your inventory.
Where's
Sir.
this at?
In the party sheet, remember, go to the party sheet, which is
Where's
the
that
little,
at?
that's the upper right hand con, the 3 little men symbol, the little bitty symbol. You hover over it, it'll say party sheet.
Okay.
Then you click on that, go to the inventory tab.
All right.
Now you see that, move that map case, grab the shield and move it to your inventory tab on your character sheet. Okay, so that's coming from Stream Elements. I don't see, I got to see what the hell's going on here. Okay. We'll hold off on the tipping. Hold on to that till next week, because we're going to figure out what's going on here, because that should not be, I don't know what that's doing. It may be because we're in the YouTube feature of Stream Elements and not the Twitch. Okay. Pat and Gerda. So you see Skarn picks up a map case. We're thank you, Mai. So that's a crit hit, but we'll give him credit for it. So don't worry about that. I'll make sure your moolah's good. Okay.
Is the dead horse like blocking the road?
2 horses are blocking. There are 2 of them. Yes.
2? Okay.
Yes, and they are blocking the road.
So I'll say to Pasquale, I'll say, yeah, give me a hand with this, Pasquale, and I'll go over and start like trying to move the horses off the road,
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
like drag them off.
Zaz, you will see, so y'all can begin to do that, moving the horses. Zaz, Ella is crouching down. She's studying the dirt. She smells it, like they all like to do, rangers, and she holds some grass up and watches the blades fall down the way they move. And
a little bit of poop.
It's so, well, but she begins to, all of a sudden she stops
stuff.
moving. It's like bored still, and she's staring straight into the tree line. You just saw her move, and all of a sudden she grabbed her bow, and she's got an arrow cocked, and she's just staring straight, not moving, like a pointer dog, straight into the tree line.
I'm gonna walk up to her and pat her on the back, and I think she's low on hit points. I probably see like some sort of damage on her, right?
She's got a pretty good scimitar. Yeah, she got a sword slash. Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and just like do my lay on hands and put four hit points back into her.
4 hit points on her. Okay.
Yeah, and I just like line up her line of vision and try to look at what she's looking at.
Okay. All right. So she has. That's very well done. Let's see. That should. I'm waiting to see. Come on. Does that update the overlay? Better. It did. Yes. Okay. You stare off into the darkness of the brush, and because it gets fairly thick within good 5 feet into the tree line, it becomes overgrown, but you can see where the pathway, whatever's being dragged, kind of goes into there, and the branches are broken apart. And she's just kind of looking, you touch her, she kind of snaps out of it for a second after she feels, this healing energy, kind of course through her. And she goes, yeah, she points, they did go that way, but they're, but I thought I saw something move, but maybe it's just the light playing tricks on my eyes.
Ah, such a missed opportunity. It could have been like, what do your elfin eyes see?
Mm-hmm. There you go. When she gets back, you can do that. There you go. That's the RP you're looking for. Yeah. And
must have been the wind.
It's yeah. So, you know, she goes, you could smell them. Oh no, she goes, oh, that's you. I'm sorry. She steps up and she goes back over here and she sees y'all are moving the horses and all that, and she yells out, "There's more up here." She goes, there's some, she says, whatever they have or whoever they are, they've taken them this way. She goes, come up here and she'll show y'all what she means by this. So she'll wait as y'all move the horses out of the way. And got the map case. So what are we doing?
I guess let's go ahead and walk up to Ella. Boopity boop.
Okay, you may boopity boop.
Ask her to show me the way. Show me where she quote unquote thought she saw something moving.
Okay.
Show me the way, baby.
Pat, what about y'all?
I'll bring the wagon up.
The wagon will go up to the hillside here. Yes.
Okay, and I figure, like, is there a spot where we can kind of like hide it while we?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Can take a little time. Yeah, you got an oxen and 2 horses with the wagon.
Just
so don't
just
forget
so it's
that.
off the road, so anybody passing through doesn't see them.
A little bit of work can go up there, but y'all, if that's what you're wanting to do, and Pat, you moving up there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you may move up there too. She basically, so she's looking and that goes, she's going to say, I'm going to gauge, maybe there's 20, 10, 15, she's kind of looking at the pat. They're not very bright, these goblins. They never really are. And she kind of looks back and she goes, no offense. But there's, because it looks like there's a couple other bigger, I can't tell what these footprints are, but there's some other bigger, they're not goblins. They're bigger humanoid tracks. They've got
bigger goblins.
Their footprints are bigger than what she thinks goblins are. Yes. But they're, humanoid in nature. 2 heavy, whatever they're dragging in sacks were heavy. And they pulled them off into the forest line here. And they've got, easily an hour or 2 more head start on us. But I can tell you they're more than we can handle. So do we go after them, or do we continue on into Phandalin, which is about a day away still for y'all on the map. Now let me show y'all where you're at in all this lovely deal. Maps for Phandalin. All right, so
horses don't
in your map
steer themselves with a cart. So
okay,
I imagine the dragging is the people from the cart.
You are on. This is where you're about on. Well, hell, God, I really hate. Oh God, this pisses me. The map and its size and all that. I just missed the ability it could draw. Here, let me remove this. I want to draw on the map.
I know a guy.
You know a guy?
If you want a map drawn, I know a guy.
Okay, you're
in. As a matter of fact, he lets me play console hockey with him. So he might.
Mike Schley might have something to say about this is you're on that, you're in that, basically that part of the grid. You're on that part of the road. Okay. And the tracks and stuff head north. Now you've got, that the forest line, that's a day's ride away, if not more. So y'all are in hills, glades of trees and all that, typical, countryside, open terrain type stuff. There's, little hills here and there, cliffs and all that. But yeah, but the forest.
Open hills.
Yeah. The North Forest for y'all is still, the Neverwinter Woods is still far away. So I just want you to kind of understand where y'all are at. So, but those tracks go into the north. but you know that you've got still got a day's ride to Phandalin based on the map that y'all were given, this map. So,
Well, what do you think, young Skarn?
I'm voting to go after the goblins and the bandits to save whoever they took if we can, because we didn't find the bodies of who was on those horses. And
she goes, that's got to be, Ella goes, that's got to be the two things that are dragged off that are heavy. Got to be them.
Yeah, it's got to be. So they got them as prisoners.
They could still be alive.
I know if that was me, I would want somebody coming to save me. So
and we handle 15, 20 goblins.
Oh, we can handle 100 goblins easily.
Okay.
Whoa, dream big.
What about the rest of you? Gerda, you want to go? What is your vote?
You're a good boy, Skarn. I think we should go too.
Pat?
Well, if everybody else is going.
Hey.
If you can't beat them, join them.
That is acceptable. All right. So you've got a wagon, like I said now, that you've got full of supplies and 2 horses and an ox that will not make it they can't go with you. Too deep, too heavy into the forest. There's no room for them at all.
Yeah, that's another thing. We really need to think this through. Either because if we leave and go after these things, somebody could come along and steal the wagon, and then we're out the supplies.
Well, you're not leaving me with
supposed
the
to
cart
deliver.
again.
But those heavy bags could have been survivors. We could save them. Damn the supplies.
Yeah.
I mean, not all goblins are evil or anything, but you get dragged away in a bag and it's not looking good.
That's true.
We dig a hole. Put the wagon in the hole. All goblins.
Could we just hide? Could we just hide the wagon further in the forest?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We could hide it further in the forest, and just hope for the best. Really.
So
We're renting this wagon, right?
Praetor, it's the haberdasheries.
No.
Sorry, I cut you off. What did you say?
So the haberdashery owns the wagon, but the supplies have all been purchased and stuff to send back into the Lion Shield Coster, which is, you understand, is a trading shop inside the town of Phandalin. And there's another Barthen's Provision House also that you have some orders for that belong to them. Some salt, grains, things like that.
Perhaps we should hide the cart and hide the stuff that we brought separately.
Could we bury the supplies?
Some of it's some of it's perishable.
You're perishable.
All right, now, Gerda, a little dark. Don't give Praetor any lip.
Sorry,
okay?
sorry, my hip's acting up again.
What? So go. Oh my lord. Oh, I don't know who that is. I'm not about to answer that right now. I think that's a client. So with that perplexing question, we will take our quick little bio break here at the 8:30 hour, since we're only a 3-hour stream. So to replenish our beverages and take a bio break. So with that being said, folks, we appreciate we've got some viewers and some new people to the channel. thank y'all very much for participating and hanging out with us here on the YouTube channel. We do stream, you'll see here in a second, we've got 6 nights a week of programming basically going on between the YouTube channel and our Twitch channel. Lots of stuff happening, and we appreciate all the support and hanging out and being silly with us. So we'll be right back, so stick around, and more to come
after these messages.
No, that's not big enough. No, that's not big enough either. That's more like it. We're delighted to have you with us. To add to your enjoyment, we're all wound up to bowl you over at intermission time with live wire service at our snack bar, where you'll find a tempting variety of favorite foods and beverages. Now it's showtime, folks. And you can be sure it's the best show in town. Your continued patronage is very, very welcome.
Who's setting up shop? We got a cleric paladin who is also setting up shop. We're gonna call our consortium Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. We don't sell hats.
Is we don't sell hats part of the name?
No, I just thought I'd clarify.
I like it better if it was part of the name. Yeah, me too.
Oh,
that would be very funny.
I mean, I'm the head of it, so like we could add that to the name.
Yeah, we will then. We're gonna have shirts made. I gotta get their portraits all put together, and we're gonna have merchandise.
Oh my god!
This is gonna be awesome.
Praetor's Haberdashery Consortium. Parentheses. We don't sell hats.
I would buy one of those shirts.
It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy thing hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now.
They don't really apply to level 0 characters.
They don't? Okay. All right. So then I won't grab them. I thought that crit might be that extra one. Okay. So here's the regular damage. Oh, say good night, Francis. Oh, that's Chip. Oh. Oh, I'm sorry, Chip.
Suck it, Chip.
Whoops. I thought
me.
I'm sorry, sir. This is a private mountain.
But I only wanted it.
This mountain is reserved for patrons.
But
it's a supply depot for all sorts of good things, which people can get at the snack bar. Like soft drinks, candy bars of all kinds, delicious popcorn, and refreshing ice cream treats.
But I am a patron.
Well, why didn't you say so? Be our guest.
And you're kind of at a point where you can't really wedge your way in there anymore. You're like,
here, boy. Here, boy. Come. Here, boy. You can do it. Come on.
Yes, sir. May I help you?
I'd like 2 of those, please.
Hot dogs? Yes, sir.
And 3 of those. And 1 of those. And 5 bars of these. And a cup of that nice hot liquid.
Coffee. Coming right up.
Oh, and 2 bags of those peculiar white coffee material.
You mean our crunchy popcorn? Shall I wrap that for you, sir?
Oh, that's all right. My saucer's just outside.
They come from miles to enjoy our intermission.
I'm terribly sorry. Bjorn, you explode, and in your place is a sweet roll.
Nice.
Hello there. Give the demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. The machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy und dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
Private messenger. And do you know how to do that in Facebook? I mean, in Facebook, whatever. What the hell? What the hell? What the hell?
At least Facebook is still around
Wow.
hundreds of years into the future.
Hey, why mess with a good thing,
Go ahead and
right?
clip that one, guys. You can send that one to me later, too. Thanks a lot.
As everyone knows, rainbows usually have a treasure at the end. Let's follow this one and see if we can find the pot of gold.
There, and I suppose you've come to claim me treasure.
Well, we'd like to see the gold first.
Ethan, there's better than gold in here, me lad. No, just look here now.
Candy, refreshing soft drinks, popcorn, ice cream. Well, that's some treasure, but anyone can buy luscious treats like these at the snack bar.
You don't tell me. Do you suppose you could get me a job as a snack bar attendant?
Brass knuckles he's wearing, and the creature just.
How did the creature go?
One more time?
What? One more time?
No, that was it.
Like you crave that corn when it's freshly bobbed, you gotta beat it to the box with the butter on the top. Get with it, man. Start strolling down to the sweets that you're rolling, the best in town. Our candy's real gone, if I'm understood. To all you squares, that means the confection is positively delicious. Cork that stuff. Give me 5. Let me send you into this nutty jive. Go, man, go. It ain't very far. Shake it on down to this cool snack bar. Come on, Jill. Give us a treat. A friendly pepper-upper with a tasty beat.
Drink Dr. Pepper, Dr. Pepper, 'cause it never lets you down.
Frosty, man. Frosty.
People, we might be able to take care of that. I
I'm
understand.
gonna sing the doom song now.
Oh, God.
Doom, 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 doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, da doom, da doom. Doom, da doom. Doom, doom, da doom, doom. Da doom, doom. Doomy, doomy. Doom, doom, doom. The end.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown. Couched in a soft bun and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
Happen. Let me see. Is there a deception check for a horse? Or does a horse have a? Ooh, it's going for the
deception for a horse.
Yeah, horse
I
has got
love it.
deception. So the horse goes up, and you see it. It's looking a brief second. It looks at the plant like maybe it's something even tastier. But then it sticks out his tongue and it pulls back, and then it backs up. It's got the sugar cube in its mouth and its eyes go boing, as his eyes just go, and it starts woo, and it starts bucking, and it just and he was looking at something in his hand, and he is standing up, and he grunts out, "Who the F are you? What are you doing here?"
Housekeeping?
Housekeeping.
I'm dead.
God.
Your attention, please. All new hotshot electric in-car heaters have been installed for your comfort and convenience. Just insert heater through car window and turn on the switch. When leaving, please turn switch off and replace on speaker post. Warning, high voltage. For your own safety, do not attempt to repair or remove wires. Do not attempt to open heater unit. If you need assistance, please notify the theater box office or concession manager.
She had red whelps and skin was looking all grotesque and all that, and she let out a little bit of a mumbled roar, leveled the gun at everybody in the room there, and that was where we cut last week. So that was where we'll pick up the action now, unless there are any questions or anything else that the group would like to add.
I have a question.
Please ask away.
What is a mumble roar?
Mumble roar.
Settle back now, content, comfortable, well-fed, and ready for some fine entertainment. Is everybody happy? Then let's go. It's showtime.
All right, folks. We are back to it. Second half of episode 1 here, Lost Mines of Phandelver. So I redid the tipping page, but we will an OMI. And what, Zach, did you say you already tried to tip your own show? Is that what I'm hearing, sir? Okay, we'll figure that out. We'll see.
Sounds about right.
I think, was it $4? I know I changed the deal, so the presets was holding on to, but you do it. But I think, what do we do? We said it's $4.
$4.20. It was a bribe to you.
$4.20.
It's a bribe. Okay.
Wow.
All righty. I'll let my partners up in Oklahoma know. So I'll send them the $4.20. Yeah, so that's a critical hit that's 2 critical hits. Okay, so we'll throw those in the hopper. That we'll have to deal out for everybody here. The hopper. Now, real quick on any announcements before we continue on. People are knowing that are new to the channel. Like I said, we stream 6 nights a week here on Twitch. Here on YouTube and Twitch. Make sure I get my platforms right. We also have a podcast that's premiering November 2nd, which we'll have links to shortly once I learn Anchor FM. And that is being played right now, so we're stocking up a few episodes. We also have a East Texas University Savage Worlds campaign that is recorded and then edited, and we put it here on YouTube, and that plays about every week, every other week, depending on when they can get together. Was going to be a limited run, but they like playing with each other so much, unintended, that they're continuing on. And then we have a new show starting back up here on YouTube also on Fridays, November the 5th. That will be Out in the Black, which is the Serenity RPG, your Space Cowboys, Firefly RPG. And that will be on Friday nights, run by Mech 45. So lots going on when we're not either streaming or I'm working conventions like we got coming up next week, Gamehole Con, and running stuff on the channel over there. So plenty of happening here. And then we got Halloween. And just get after it. And then I think we still have, if you're a sub to the channel, which we mean subbing right now would be only Twitch, since we don't have monetization over here. We do have a sub game coming up on the 26th, I believe, which is the 24th, which is the Rick and Morty D&D module, and I think there's still a few spots open up on it with DM Sammy, who runs the Tuesday nights Storm King's Thunder game. Okay, back to it, folks. So we left off. The group had a perplexing dilemma for them. Hide the wagon and the goods and pray that nobody finds them. Sneaky, sneaky. and go after what they believe are the captives and a mess of goblins and some other individuals they couldn't, Ella can't quite place the tracking down on. Or take the goods on into Phandalin and go from there. And I think y'all were deciding to hide the wagon and the goods and head on into the deep, dark unknown. Would that be true?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yes.
That's Ella doesn't get to decide this. Well,
We either take our chances or take our time.
someone's going to lead this group. Now we hadn't talked about that of being leader. We usually someone will naturally rise to the the top of the cream to lead the group, or we can pass the leadership around for each of y'all at one session. Someone's the leader for that session, and we play it that way. Then
I think that there is no I in team. There's certainly an M&E.
Oh no! Someone mute him, please. Yeah. Anyway, what's the final decision for the four of y'all?
How perishable is the supplies?
It's perishable enough that you want to bury it. It's flour, salts, wheats, grains. It sounds like it's for the bar. It's for the provision house. The weapons, there's some standard arrows, bolts, a couple of shields, a couple of swords, kind of miscellaneous small weapon type items that are bound for the Lion Shield Coster.
I have another idea. We continue on to Phandalin and pay someone else to come investigate the bodies being dragged away. I like a job well done, especially when someone else does it.
That's less gold for your pockets, though, Zaz.
I'm not quite sure I agree with that strategy right there. I'm too much of a Skarn just kind of shakes his head, and he doesn't speak up quite at first, but you can tell he doesn't really agree with what Zaz just said.
Would we use, let's see, like survival for burying the food? Or like
I'm gonna let you know that
supplies?
the food would be in trouble if you bury it in the ground.
I was thinking, what if it was wrapped or in some kind of? Do we have any special bags that we can put them in?
It's just the stuff that's all the supply. They're just in burlap sacks and stuff like that.
Okay, burlap sacks. Okay.
What if we hang them?
It's a covered wagon, though, isn't it?
Mm-mm. Just a standard open flat top wagon.
Okay.
Supply wagon.
I think if we put it in enough of the underbrush, maybe break some branches, put the branches over it, and just hide it like that inside of the woods, even after we put it inside, put it in the woods a little bit, cover it up. The only thing that'll be sticking out of the horses, it's going to look odd, but at least it'll be okay if it rains or whatever.
True.
Sounds like a good plan.
Well, supplies can be replaced. Lives cannot.
Exactly.
Lives cannot, exactly, Gerda. Lives cannot be replaced. and I hit my shield with my battle axe.
Well, so is that the plan to put it on into the brush line? So you kind of look around, and I will say that we'll reveal a little bit more here for you, because that's the gracious GM that I am. And you'll find another little spot, just a little bit. If you look a little bit farther north on the map, there's another little clearing area where it looks like you could stick the wagon in, and
All right, I vote that we do that. So that's one. Gerda, obviously, too, right?
That's right.
I
That's
originally
two.
wanted to chase after the people. Not for gold.
Pat?
I'm gonna go to wherever the adventure is.
The adventure's all around you,
Everybody's
Pat.
about to. I know, but if we're about to go in and take some risk,
Okay.
I'm in like Flynn, friends.
Okay. I hear you. Yeah, so that's what we got. All right, so you take some time.
Adventure, huzzah!
Adventure takes, but if, you got to kind of get after the horses. You're going to have to try to get them to calm down and, give them plenty to eat. And the ox is there too. Then we got live animals also. But you get them on in there and, but it takes you another good 30, 45 minutes to kind of get it all prepped. And Ella says, once y'all are kind of done, then you proceed on deeper into the woods. Unless I hear objections, that is where we're going then. So, now, let me give me images. Nope, not that one. I happen to have, there we go. All right. So it takes, you get going in the first hours, really kind of moving through the tree line and the brush line, hacking away. Ella's leading the charge. And then it's not very long. And it's not hard to follow the goblins because they're not hiding their tracks. Let me just put it that way. Okay. And then you break through and there's another trail all of a sudden that kind of comes out from the heavy tree line for y'all. And this is what you see. And y'all are, close the maps. Let me zoom on in a little. The trail kind of weaving on. Now the tree line is a little bit more tighter than what you're seeing on this map. This is just another third-party map. There's this is very jagged trail moving through there. There's brush line, trees, bushes all along the side, only about 5 feet on either side of the dirt before you run into heavy foliage. And what I want to know is, do we keep Ella in the front? And, so she's tracking. Where's the rest of everybody?
I'll be right behind Ella.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'll take up the rear, I guess.
Okay, let me.
I'll protect from the rear, the ones that are in the rear.
Let's do this. All
I'll
right.
protect your rears.
What about Pat and Goobly Gobbly? Where y'all at?
Yeah, whoever's in the back, I'm going to stay back and help protect them. Actually, sorry, that's not how I was going to play Zaz. I was eventually going to get stealth and be the defender protector during scouting. So I wanted to be up in front, whoever's scouting ahead, just because I am a little bit of a tanky person.
Well, you
all right. If you want to be in the front, then I'll switch you and I'll go in the back. Gerda, you get in front of me.
All right.
Like that?
Yeah. Yep.
Hey. Yum, 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 yum. Hey. Sorry, I was eating I am a caramel fiend. And it's Halloween. Lots of caramel available on the market. That is okay.
Doesn't like caramel? I don't want to know you if you don't like caramel.
I'm a freak with it. Alrighty, so you move along the trail. Ella's going to say, she's gonna kind of stay to one side, and she motions for you, Zaz, to kind of take the other side of the trail. All right, to kind of keep your eyes along you're pairing into the brush line, and you keep an eye out for the east side, and she's kind of keeping an eye out on the west side.
Okay.
Yep. And y'all continue to trek along, and now, do they? Oh, I forget how they move the map. See, because how do I want to, that's a tile. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to multi-selection mode. There we go. I want to be able to do that and then grab as we move along. In a big party, see? Yay! Move up. Takes, about 10, 15 minutes of kind of moving slowly, watching, listening. Is there's the forest activity is definitely abound you. There's not the deathly quiet that y'all had heard originally. When y'all get there, I need some perception checks from Ella and Zaz, since y'all are running the points.
Oh. Wow, that's horrible.
Just looking at my nails.
Oh boy.
Checking out your toes.
Zaz, you're stepping through, and all of a sudden she goes, "What? Make me a dex check, please, Zaz." You didn't see it, and she did, but are you fast enough to?
Did I do that right?
That's dex check.
Oh, yeah, that's not a dex. That's not a save.
It's a dex check. It's fine. So you step your foot down, and she's reaching, going, nah, and you trigger. There's a small little trap line, little wire run across between the brush areas, between one side of the path to the other, and you tap it with your clawy little bony, toenail, or I don't know if you're wearing boots, whatever, but you hit it, and all of a sudden, whoosh, this snare line just comes pulling out of the brush line, wraps around your foot, and shoots you straight up into a tree. Yes. And y'all see Zaz upside down, stuff falling out of his pockets, his weapons dropping down to the ground.
Arrows.
Yeah. As he's about, he's a good 10, 15 feet above y'all's head.
Club. Warskin.
Is it pinata time? Oh,
hold still, Zaz.
Lord.
I'm gonna whack you. I'm gonna give you a whack.
Stella steps up. Someone get him down while she moves up a little bit more. Would you?
Okay.
He's like I said, he's about 10 feet up off the ground. You can see a rope that's pulled over, coming up. There's a tree right here, and you can see a line, that's kind of pulled, attached to a little.
Any special?
Just a trippy
Oh,
mag.
sorry,
You just cut the cord. You can drop him if you want.
I'm gonna try and catch him.
Gerda's going to try to catch the goblin in paladin armor. That's good to know.
Yep. That's right.
Oh gosh. Pat, what are you doing?
I put my hand on Gerda's shoulder and say, "Hold on a second. Let me do this, and I'll try to catch him."
Who's cutting him down?
I was going to try to do that.
Okay, you can move over there, cut him down. Yeah, all you can do is you just take out your dagger, and all of a sudden, ah! And here comes Zaz. I'll need a strength check from Skarn and Gerda.
My life.
That's good enough.
Where's my strength?
Oh. I don't need it.
I got this, Skarn. Get out of my way.
I guess you do.
Skarn's moving up, and you get a little root catches your foot. You kind of trip as you're moving. I got him! Ah! And Zaz is going to take, instead of 2d6 of falling damage, he'll only take 1d6 of falling damage. Zaz, you will have taken 4 points of falling damage as you face plant on the ground as they were trying to protect you. Okay, so you'll give yourself, I'll give yourself 4 wounds. There you go, as you chew some dirt. Okay, so then
can I use like my medicine skill to just patch him up a little bit?
So medicine only allows you, medicine skill ability allows you to stabilize somebody when they're hurt. You don't give them hit points back. There's called a healing kit that you can purchase if you have the healing proficiency, or you can buy a healing kit and you're allowed to use it, and it can use it has 10 uses to it, and it can stabilize, or it can actually put a hit point back on some, there's uses for it as a cleric. So you'll want to look at it. So
All
some of your
right,
abilities
Gerda's
and all
gonna
that.
remember that.
Yeah. Okay. So you
I still give Zaz a little bandage. Here you
pat
go.
him up.
Miserable me.
And then I kiss it and
yeah.
feel
You
better.
pull the dirt out of his, he's got dirt stuck in his nose, his mouth, so he's, he looks pretty
But
good.
it's okay, I'm
Looks
all
better
right.
than he normally does, so, all right. So
My face hurts too.
continue on.
Right
We're going to resume the same marching
my.
position again, I guess. We're going to try this again. And away they go. They continue moving up on the path, and you can definitely, the path is showing you the drag marks. They're, looks definitely to be about 15, 20 goblins, and 4 or 5 larger humanoids types. Booted individuals can't, the boots don't give anything away, so you don't know who they are. They're not goblin feet. And these 2 bags, or 2 heavy things, are dragging. Marching order is wrong. I thought it was. Oh yeah, I got you. Yeah, you're right. It doesn't matter. Hold on. It don't matter.
Man,
Nothing
those
but a
bags
thing.
Sure look heavy. Must be
Boom.
dwarves.
There you go. Skarn's yelling at me. Okay, moving along. I need another. So this time you're moving along, and she's like going, "Pay attention, Zaz." Another perception check from you 2. Niblet, really? I know it's raining, dog, but you don't have to freak out. Oh, that's so much better. So this time, yes, Zaz, you actually stop her as she's moving along, and you see right before you, the ground has got like a little line through it. It's, you can see that there's something funny about the ground right in front of you.
Hold up.
Say that again. I didn't understand a word you just said. Was that goblin?
Hold up.
Yeah, she stops.
It was goblin.
Yeah. What is it? She's looking at you.
You don't see it? Well, I'll be hog-wallered.
You rolled a 20. You got an 18, so I'm letting you guide this time.
Right there. I'll point
So
it out,
she looks.
Right
Okay,
there.
yeah, she
Step
sees,
this
the
way.
she sees some leaves and something about it, and she takes her dagger and she pokes at it, the dagger, and she kind of pries up. Yeah, she lifts up what's definitely before you, right dead center in the pathway here, is a pit. Dug square in the center, covered up. And she kind of pulls the things away. Yeah. And it's a lovely little 10-foot trap, a few little spikes down the bottom to give you a little pokey. You got poke Duff to let him know you got an inspiration. We got more. Holy moly, what's going on here? So I see that am I the $1. Okay, so we got an inspiration point. Who's that for? Is that for Zaz? Am I? So yeah, I'm gonna fix it. I'll work on the alerts. It's not popping up, and so the linkage between Stream Elements and YouTube's not working quite right. So
I
I'll get it
believe it was
fixed.
for Gerda.
It's for Gerda. Okay, so so Mai can tell me she's donated one, and we got a critical hit and a inspiration point from Mai, and a Zach who's trying to affect his own game. But we don't mind. So we'll allow it this time. Gerda. Okay, got it. Okay. So you got a point of inspiration there, Gerda.
Okay,
all right.
I added it.
So she basically pulls, she tells Zosh, get on the other side over there, and y'all kind of pull back, a thinly, stitched up trap right here. That would have been very painful for somebody to walk into, and you pull the covering away so that it's not hidden from everybody, and continue on. All right. I don't hear any other, anybody saying no. We'll continue on. Got yourself
Is there anything at the bottom of the pit?
Couple of little punji stick type deals, you know. Yeah. Okay. So, and as y'all are sitting there, when y'all finish making all that noise and move stuff around, you all hear the faint trickle of water coming from somewhere up ahead. And
Suddenly have to pee.
Oh my God. He would, wouldn't he? Okay. All righty. And yes, you move through the tree line a little bit, and you see a small creek that is flowing toward y'all and then kind of ventures off toward the west. And you've got some more trees before you. And then you see a little field starts to open up. And let me into a clearing. And I will show y'all what you see here. A new map. And you should start. Well, did I share it? I did, but why is it not loading?
I'm blind.
I know. What's going on here? Let me resend that again. Hello. Oh, come on. Don't do this to me, Fantasy Grounds. Really? This is the next map.
Some drow showed up and cast global darkness.
It just says unidentified map or image.
Well, that's because I don't want you to know what it is. That's the name. The map has a name. Okay. Yeah, so I can turn off the name. But I've showcased an area of the map to see, and it's not showing the map. And I'm trying to understand why it's not showcasing. Let me try that again. It sure isn't. 1 second. Unidentified map. No, it's not. Holy moly, that's a big thunder. We've got storms. I'm stuck here now. I need y'all to see. It is. Josh, Jeff, help me. What the hell? I don't have a.
Those cataracts are acting up again.
Yeah, they are. Share the damn map. Oh, you got to be kidding me. Map went borked. That's about right. It's not showing me the cave map. So what you're seeing before you, damn it. They used to have another way to. This is not cool. Let me close it out again and let me unshare it. Let's see. Shared. Well, it's not all shared. All right, and share it. No, it's not wanting to share it. This is pissing me off. This is because it kind of sticks me with not an ability to show y'all what you need to see. So what happens is you're staring, come through the tree line, and you've got a creek right in front of you. You've got the trees, the thickness kind of off to, it's all on your right-hand side of the creek line. To the left is a little bit open field area. It runs for a good 20 to 30 yards or more to some trees, and you've got a kind of a small little hill cliff in front of you. And say it's not a, you know, there's a hill in front of you, and there's a creek running. There's water running out of a cave, and the tracks lead straight up where you see this cave and this water that's flowing, and the flow's, you know, only a mile or two. It's just a small, you know, it's about a 5-foot wide creek, but the water's flowing out of the cave toward y'all and running past you, and it's not running very, you know, fast at all. But it sure would be really nice to have it show. It's not going to show for me. I don't know, without shutting Fantasy Grounds down. I don't want to do that. Damn it. I don't have another. Let me just use another map for y'all for right now.
If it's if the map is too big or the image is too big, can someone like shrink it down and then you could reuse?
Well, it's
like, use that?
this is the maps that come with the module, and they load. What is happening is Unity, the newer client, it's still got bugs in it. Even though that they've worked on a lot of stuff with it, and I unfortunately have no way to. I don't want to use lights to re-show all this, and it should be visible to all. And yeah, classic, it would work great. I know exactly this map would come right on in, but something's happening with the image, that it's boinking out my map. So I'm going to put another map. Let me see if we put a different map on here, because I've got other forest maps and grasslands maps that we can at least use for the moment. Let me see if I can show you another map that we'll use. No, those are camp maps. Don't want that. Forest path. That's the one y'all were on. And let's go to this one. All right. Let's see if this one will work. All right. Not quite right, but for the moment, it's going to have to work, because we can get started into this, and we'll get y'all somewhat going on that, and then we'll hold for the night, since we're getting
pretty cool though.
Yeah. Okay. So
it'll do
until I can figure out why I can't show my damn map to y'all. Okay, so y'all are at the bottom of the trail here. Let me put y'all a grid here for this. All right. I'm not too worried about marching order for the moment. I'm just trying to get y'all onto the map. And Pat. And who am I missing? Skarn. Okay. All right. So zoom in. Okay. So you're going to follow this path. You see a creek running up ahead, and really what you have is just to the left of everything of the trail is kind of open field. So just understand that that's, a little deceiving here. To the right side is heavily tree line. The creek's running out, and let's actually say that the path that you have here before you, this dirt path, is actually the water. Okay? That's the creek line. Okay? What you have here is the cliff, and this bridge area is the opening to the cave. Golly, talk about theater of mind and really working it. That is something else.
You got this.
I got this, folks.
It's all good.
I'm a professional. Okay. I'll handle tech issues. I'll beat the shit out of my computer later. Actually, Unity. Okay. It is quiet again. Outside of what you hear of the trickle of the water. The cave, as I said, that's, like I said, a good 20, 30 yards ahead of you. Like I said, tree line is all to the right of the creek. Heavy brush line. The open field is to the left side, and following along the left side of the creek, that's the open field area, you can see the drag marks, and they head straight to the water in the cave and then disappear. You can't see, it's dark inside the cave. You don't see any lights, other than the sunlight that's kind of shining down. And we're going to say it's probably going to be late afternoon for y'all. Sun's going to set in a couple hours, and that's what you have before you. What do we do?
I start walking towards the cave entrance.
It's going to walk straight out, because you got, like I said, water going straight toward the cave entrance. You've got heavy trees on the right side, and you've got open area field on the left, and a pathway that you can kind of see that goes straight toward the cave. Which side of the creek you want to walk on?
Whoever was setting up those traps, they might be expecting us.
I think we should wait till the sun goes down and move in under the cover of the trees.
You'll be an advantage of the goblins. Well, that's a natural habitat. I know. I'm a goblin. Sit with
I
me.
don't see so good in the dark.
Nope.
I don't see so good in the light, to be honest.
Stay along the tree line like we were.
Yeah, the Dragonborn and the human do not have dark vision. The other three of you do.
Smosh me and the dwarf.
If you just tie like a little bungee cord around me, just lead me along, I think we'll be good.
Leave me alone. Like a leash.
Oh my.
It's not the weirdest thing I've ever done in my life.
I can't
Whoa,
risk
get it.
That's probably true.
Oh, Gerda's got some stories.
Love it. Love it.
What's the plan?
Well, I don't think we wait till the sun goes down just because maybe the ones that we're following in the bag perhaps will be dead by then if they're not already dead. Otherwise,
That's
I would
true.
agree
They
with
might
your
know
plan.
something's up if they don't show up.
Skarn.
Let's at least move along the tree line to in cover, some kind of cover, if we don't wait for the sun to go down.
And I agree with that.
Okay. You move through the tree line. You'll have some stealth checks to make because there are lots of branches and dead, wood and, lots of things that will go snippety snappity as you're moving through the tree line, following would be the right hand side of the path, of the creek running up. That's easy to do. So, Ella, she's not as sneaky as other individuals who might be sneaky, who have stealth as a ability. Wonder who that would be.
It's me. I'll go first. Don't worry. I got this.
No, she looks to the Dragonborn and goes, Dragonborn is the sneaky. Okay. I don't think our paladin took stealth, did he? Did your paladin?
Not yet.
No, you did not.
I'm gonna get the skilled feat. Stealth wasn't an option for me, so
that's well, yeah. So, and also, forgot to tell everybody that he's a pirate. This goblin paladin has a pirate background. So, oh my. So what they look now. So we got two problems. Well, one is yes, the stealth checks are going to be at a disadvantage, unfortunately, because you're moving through the brush line. But the second problem is that it's starting to get dark. So you better hurry. You're going to be kind of rushed, unless you say, I'm going to take it really slow, then I'll kick out the disadvantage. Okay. But
I can take it slow.
Okay. I'll kick off the disadvantage. You're against time because you're going to start losing your ability to see because you do not have dark vision. That's the issue.
Question.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Skarn is also wearing like full plate. What is what armor is he wearing?
No, he has got a chest chain. What are you wearing, Skarn? I forgot.
Chain.
Yeah, he's got chainmail. Yeah. So
wait, what am I wearing? I'm also wearing chain. Okay.
Yep. A different version. Yeah. Of chain.
Okay. Before we start moving, I want to use guidance on Skarn to help with his ability check.
Yeah, you can also pop Pasquale. Pasquale's going. The rogue's going first, unless Skarn is too. So
I didn't know if we were all going or
someone's got to lead. Yeah, who's going to take the lead? The scout point to go up along the creek line, like Skarn says, is to use cover, going up along the creek line on the right hand side, and try to get close to the cave to see what's going on. And
Skarm seems to be tactically trained in strategy. You're wise for you to go ahead.
So, but I was looking. Yeah, Ella was looking as that though she's not stealthy. She's definitely pointing track, and she's done her tracking job because she's tracking one of her favorite enemies, is goblins.
Mm-hmm.
She looks at Zaz again, and then she goes, "Yeah, they are headed straight toward the cave, but she's not stealthy." And so she looks to the rogue to do the stealthy maneuver stuff. And so Pasquale's going to take his. Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
So if Pasquale's gonna if they're gonna scout ahead, then I'll cast it on them, and then if we're all going, then I'll cast it on Skarn.
Yeah.
So whatever is the group's deciding.
It's Skittles. Guidance is what we call Skittles, and basically it's a cantrip, so you can just fire away at these things at any time. So you just pop them. What you need to do is you have. Actually, do they give you the Skittles? Let me look real quick. I think they always forget to code that. So so guidance. You touch a creature, so I will show you off camera one time. We've got guidance effect that you can put on each one of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I will show you.
I can only cast it on one person, though.
It's a cantrip, though.
Well, it's concentration, though.
Oh, that's true. That's true. It's con. Yeah, that's right. Okay. We always pop people with it. I've been playing that wrong. Well, there you go. You just ruined it for everybody. Way to go, Greg. Way to go. Who are you putting it on?
Grandma's dude.
Who's getting it? Skarn or?
Damn it, Graham.
What's the plan? Is Pasquale scouting ahead, or are we
Pasquale
all
was going to go first. That's let me say that's not my. I'm sorry, it's not my decision. Ella can't make that decision for y'all. Y'all have to decide who's going first.
Yeah, Ella, butt out.
Okay, I'll butt out.
You don't know what's up.
How about this? I'll cast it on Pasquale, and then when we all decide to move, I'll cast it again on Skarn.
Okay, there we go. Okay. I just put guidance on Pasquale. So Pasquale, you're going to start moving slowly, tipping toe through the tulips on the right hand side of the path. And I'm going to need a stealth check in the tower.
Oh, okay.
Remember what that means?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
I do dice tower, and then
you grab the dice and just drag and drop it on the tower.
Okay.
Way over there on the right.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing right now.
You did it with her guidance. Yep. Well done. Okay.
Nice.
All right. And so you made a roll, and just ignore me. You don't know what I'm doing. You hear the snap somewhere in the trees up ahead of you. There was a branch went, but it's deathly silent. Pasquale, what do you do?
Keep slowly moving if I can.
Oh, you can? Yeah. Well, again, make me another stealth roll in the tower, please.
Okay. In the tower? Okay.
In the tower.
In the tower.
Always in the tower. Ooh. Ooh. You move up. You're getting closer to your bot, say 20, 30 feet from the cave now. And you hear something to your right, just on through the trees. And it says, now Gertie, you don't know what it's saying. Zaz, you two don't know it, but she knows. You hear something make some squawking noises. Sounds very
Wait,
sounded like Zaz for a second in his dialect, but you didn't understand what was said. But it was a whisper somewhere in the
hear it?
trees. No, y'all don't. I'm just saying. No,
Oh.
she's up ahead. It was a whisper.
Gotcha.
I'm just translating. Y'all actually get translates for you, but she didn't. I mean, it's a language she didn't understand. It was a whisper. Something is in the trees to your right.
It sounded like Rakanisho.
There's something on the wing. Something on the wing.
Do you say that out loud?
That's right, Captain Kirk.
Yeah, because I have to speak in weird puns, and then people are just like, "Yep, there he goes again." Just
So,
talking crap.
Pasquale, you say back to your group that there's something over here in the trees to your right. Okay, that's good to know.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'm gonna need initiative rolls, please.
Wah.
You knew that was coming.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
No.
Oh yeah, Granny's ready.
Oh, here's something now. I see the cards coming through. Random magical random magical item for Pasquale. What? Oh, that's not right, Jeff. That's not right. All right, where is? Okay. All right.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
We'll get that. We'll do that here.
Pasquale just trips over a magic item.
Well, it's something like that. Yeah, well, we handle that at the end of the show.
There's something on the wing.
Zaz, yeah, all of a sudden, Pasquale's, 30, 40 feet ahead of you there, and she yells back, something's in the tree line. Something's in the tree line. The stealthy rogue does that. What do you do?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
And it, like I said, it is deathly quiet again, outside of the trickle of the water flowing underneath y'all. Zaz, you're up.
Sweet. My bad. Yeah, I'm.
Mm-hmm.
Because of initiative? Oh shit!
You're top of the order. Oh
Okay,
yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad.
Mm.
We're going in.
Shake
All right.
you out.
Oh god.
Sorry. That was me. I clicked the wrong button.
Okay.
I meant to unshare it. That's the old map.
There we
go. All right. You move along.
Yep.
Okay.
Move up 15 feet there. I'm gonna pull out
I
my.
got to get you to get
short
into
bow.
a square. Okay.
And then I'm going to move another 15 just to get on the other side of Pasquale.
Thank you. Okay. Yep. You begin to move into the trees. Okay.
Yep. And I will.
Maybe
screw it, I'm
perception
gonna
check.
double move. Oh. Okay.
Yep. You can. Yep. Perception 2 check while you're doing that. Your brethren are around.
Ooh. I see beady eyes in the forest.
You smell them. You smell a lot. You smell, there's something. Yeah, there's goblins ahead of you somewhere. Yeah. But yeah, you can definitely smell there are goblins around.
I'm well groomed.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what it is. You smell Dracar Noir or something.
It's sandalwood and birch
Aren't
tree
you cooler
and
than a York peppermint patty?
some sort of sea foam. Probably some patchouli.
Oh, I don't get out of
Move
here.
up another. I'm gonna break into. Dang, my perception check wasn't high enough, and I don't know this, but are they looking at me? Like, do I know that?
No, you don't see
I
anything.
smell them, that's it.
Yeah, you smell them, but you've got in front of you more brush line. That if you're going to move through there, it's going to be, difficult terrain. You're going to have movement, but you can smell that there are goblins around. Yeah.
I'm gonna tell Pasquale that there's more of me around. I mean, more goblins around. I'm gonna move up.
Hey,
to
you
30
start
feet,
moving
which is
into
double movement.
That's okay. There you go. Maybe another perception check, please.
Okay. Oh, wrong button. Let me do it. Come on. Yeah.
Hey, you
I
see
think that
one.
would mean going forward that he would be taking the lead then, right? Because I don't think
Well, he
I can
moves-
double
he's-
move if I'm trying to still do stealth.
Yeah, on your turn
don't
now.
still
Yeah,
see
on
you.
your turn. Yeah, so you just saw him disappear into the trees and all that, and you come out through 10 feet of trees, Oz, to a little bitty, looks like a little camped out area. There's some trash and filth, and you see a goblin that is standing there looking basically right at you.
Yeah.
And he's kind of, yeah, like the German Shepherd dog, you know, I do that a lot, you know, it's like, because he sees this goblin.
Murderation.
Anything else, Oz? As he's not his turn yet, but
It's the common goblin greeting.
okay.
Exterminate.
Exclamation.
If there's anything else you want to do or pass your turn?
Yeah, no, I just have my short bow like drawn out.
Yeah,
We're just staring at each other.
He's staring at you,
And
yeah.
I'm gonna-
All
I'm gonna
right,
pass
Skarn. Yep. You saw Zaz disappear into the trees.
I move up to investigate.
You've got like I said, it's about you don't know it, but there's a brush line and heavy trees and mess and all. You can't see anything in front of you. You see, you know, you can make me a perception check at disadvantage if you would like, to see if you notice where Zaz is. Okay, fine.
I'll
Bitch,
take
slap me
that.
around, will you? Okay, so
Yeah.
about 10, like I said, 10 feet in front of you are, you see his back. What you don't see is the goblin or the little cold out little area. It looks like, you know, to Zaz, it looks like a little guard post, little lookout little area that they're kind of, you know, looking at things. They've got don't have a really clear shot of where you're at, but there's right to the north of them is a little opening that you can see the other side where you can see the cave kind of. So they've come out of the cave, it's a little clearing, and they cut right off to the left there to this little lookout post where they can kind of see out into the valley area, the clear area of the on the other side of the creek, so to speak. But for your vantage point, Skarn, all you see is the back of Zaz.
I move up. Can I move up beside him?
If you double move, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll double move and
now
make
you'll
another
see it.
perception check.
No, you're going
Or
to
do
see
I-
the goblin standing there. All of a sudden, his eyes open even more. Once he was just staring at another goblin in front of him that was dressed like the knight, and now you come stepping, crashing through the forest line. And that's it. That's all you can do and pass your turn. Ella is going to. She's going to move. She doesn't know what's going on, but she's going to position herself, moving along the creek line, just kind of watching out with her bow drawn, making sure nobody's coming across for y'all from the valley area. Gerda, you've got the rear.
Okay, and I can't see the goblin, right?
You have no idea what's going on. Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'll move up to here. Kind of behind Pasquale.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, it puts you into the trees.
okay, and I still can't see what's going on.
It's all thick brush.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I'll do like a perception check just to try and see what
make
other
me-
people are seeing.
You can make me one at disadvantage because it's getting dark when you move into the trees and all that.
Can I use one of my inspirations to counteract that?
You can roll. You can use inspiration and roll it twice. Just roll. Just roll perception twice.
Okay.
Oh wait, I said disadvantage. Yeah, I'll allow that. Yeah, just roll me straight up perception. Sorry. I'm totally flubbing what you're asking me.
Oh, whoops, that's the wrong one. Perception. Wait, how do I?
So on the skills tab is perception. Just grab there's a little
there
dice.
It is. Sorry.
Yeah.
I was grabbing the wrong part.
Okay. What are you wanting to perceive?
I'm just trying to see or hear like what everybody. It seems like people are the guys in front are.
You
focusing
saw
on something.
Skarn and Zaz go off into the brush line and kind of disappeared. Unfortunately, you don't have dark vision, so they just blended right on in with the brush and the trees when they disappeared. But outside of you saw Ella move on up, and she's kind of got her attention looking out toward the west, and Pat sitting there, stepping along.
Mm-hmm.
And then she yelled out, something, we got company or something up ahead. I forgot exactly what her wording was, or his wording. Is it Pat? Are you playing Pat a he, or is Pat a he or she for you, Lynn?
Pat's a guy.
It's a guy.
Is Patrick.
Pasquale. Okay, sorry. I'm making sure. Okay. So you don't think you're alone, Gerda, according to Pat.
Okay. Was that my action to do the skill check? Okay. Trying to see if I have anything else I can do. Yeah, I guess I'll just hang tight then.
Okay. All right. Well, you're gonna see both Zaz and Skarn, another goblin, steps out of the tree line here, just kind of looking, and he pulls out a short bow, and he thumps Skarn, missing. Other goblin, not quite understanding. What's his intelligence? Let's take a look. Yeah. He just, he's kind of stupid, but he doesn't understand why he sees this pretty dressed up goblin. I think this is going to be something very interesting, but he doesn't like the dwarf. There's no doubt about that. And he comes after the dwarf, and he clangs off his armor. All right, you guys all the rest of y'all didn't hear that something just tried to attack your companions in the brush line. Pat, what do you do?
Mm-hmm. And they're in the brush line over there. That in relation.
You hear
to me
something
is
ahead
about-
of you. Yeah.
Yeah, right. And I'm trying to see, because I'm in the dark, I have like half the amount of movement. Am I right about that still, or not?
No, not because
at
of
this
dark,
point
but
in
because
time
it's difficult terrain, so your movement's
Okay.
halved.
Okay. Mhm,
Yeah.
Okay. So, but that still gives me enough room to
You got
get
15 feet you can move.
Yeah. So I'm going to do that.
Okay.
Sorry, I was trying to move myself, and there we go. Put myself right by the group there. There. That should
gonna
put
put 'em-
me right. Is that about? Because
Well,
the
that's-
map is shrinked for me.
Well, zoom in on it.
Or I can get in the tree.
Just use your scroll wheel, click on the map, scroll wheel, and zoom in on the map.
Yep, I just did.
Now, if I take away, now if you want to move if you move yourself here, that's 15 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
And you come right up to see that this goblin was trying to hit the Skarn.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do about it?
I am going to. He's right next to in melee. So
Yes,
that
he is.
means I could do short sword this time.
Yes, you may.
Okay. Short sword.
Target him. Nicely done.
90s. I do what I can. No, I didn't know.
Would you like to use your now?
No, I didn't get an inspiration. I did earlier.
No, Ella will give you hers. So you may
Okay,
reroll.
then.
Because you can give inspiration to somebody else that you have.
Okay.
That's a hit. Now, what do you do? Now you have sneak attack. Okay. Because someone's 5 feet next to you and the person you're attacking, you need to put that effect on you. So if you're looking at your actions tab, You look at the sneak attack. There's a magnifying glass over there to the right.
Mm-hmm.
Click on that magnifying glass. Sneak attack, the roll is there. You drag and drop that on you in the combat tracker. Grab that whole wording on the combat tracker.
Oh.
Okay. Do that first.
No,
You just grab the text, click and hold it, and drag it over and put it on you in the combat tracker.
Okay.
The whole word.
I'm trying to. It's
So you clicked on the magnifying glass and it opened up and it shows the effect with a little zombie figure and it says sneak attack with damage 1d6 roll.
Oh, I see it. I was trying to do the title of it.
Exactly. That's what I thought you were doing. Yeah, you have to grab the effect. Now, that is now going to give you, now you do your damage roll and watch what happens in the combat track, in the chat window. It gives you your damage roll plus the sneak attack damage because that's how that works. Nice. Now you just skewered him. Would you like to say night night to him or anything like that?
More like doom, doom, doom. Another one bites the dust. Doom, doom, doom. Another one bites the dust. And another one stabbed. And another one stabbed. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
We're gonna learn how to clip that in YouTube, folks. So there you go. Okay. Zach, I'll get with you later. We'll post that on her website. Okay, so
What the heck is going on up there?
Exactly.
I'm doing like the moonwalk.
Oh, that's funny. Okay, we roll initiative again. Top of the order. All right, with one dead goblin. Ella's just going to hold her ground. She's not going to get involved, so I'm going to keep her at the bottom of the order. All right, Pasquale, you're up first again.
Okay.
And you look straight ahead and you see another goblin all of a sudden not liking its chances.
Okay. So in this situation, even though you on the map there, I'm like in the tree there.
Yeah, that's you can see into the clearing area where the goblins were at. Yes.
Okay.
You can't move yet, Skarm.
I could try and hit him with my short bow.
If you want to drop your, you got to drop your sword because you can't hand two weapons at the same time, and or you just charge the goblin and go hit him.
Oh, I could, yeah.
Your decision.
All right. Be all like, what up?
Okay.
You want a piece of me? I'm going to do it. Wait, can I do it? No, that one.
No, you can't do sneak attack yet. No, so you have to hit first. And there's nobody. You don't get sneak attack in this. There's nobody next to you right now. You have to have a companion within 5 feet. So basically, you haven't targeted. So now you just do your regular attack. That would be a hit. Okay, so now give him the damage. Tickle, tickle. Anything else you want to do, or is that it? Because I think that's your movement and your attack.
Yeah, that's it. I'm just looking at him. I'm like,
That's your turn.
That's my turn. Oh, yeah. So I got to hit the arrow down.
Skarn moves up. Skarn, what would you like to do?
I am going to take a swing at him with my battle axe.
Okay. Go right ahead, sir. That would be a hit.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you flanged him.
And again, in a wide swinging arc, I just come up with an uppercut and pop his head right up off his shoulders.
Okay. Yeah, you line drived it. You said 4 and whoosh. All right. Okay. All right. He drops dead to the ground, and y'all wait for a second, listening and all that, and there doesn't seem to be anybody else around. You have taken out the guard. You have taken out the watch guards. Apparently, what you have, like I said, is from this clearing where y'all are. Well, you don't run back. You're running back through the forest line because what you see is, from your vantage point, you can see the entrance of the cave. Basically, the map's not quite right. The entrance is supposed to be, just go with me. You see the entrance of the cave right around the other side of the trees. So, but Skarm runs to Ella. Okay, what are we doing?
If we're not in initiative count anymore,
We are.
Oz
We are not.
is going to kneel down to the slain goblins and to Grandma Gerda. It looks like he's saying some sort of prayer to his distant cousins, even though he knows that they are beyond saving.
Easy enough.
So yeah, I'll notice that he's doing that, and just put a hand on his shoulder, just a little pat.
Okay.
And then I slowly hand him a cookie.
A cookie?
Slowly slip your hand into the goblin pockets to see if they have any loot.
Yeah.
You
So
look a little hungry, Zaz.
Ella comes back with you, Skarn, into the little way. So yeah, y'all are checking out. There's just trash here. Goblins barely look like they look a little scrawny to y'all. They're, looks like they've missed a couple of meals. They're not, they're on the weak side, but you said the stream goes up into the cave. You don't see any lights, any type of thing, any illumination coming out of the cave. There's a pathway that looks like actually the path when y'all first came in, it was falling along the outside on the left-hand side, but then it stops and then it starts up on the left-hand side, and you can kind of see, that it, the water flows down, but there's a little walkway along the western side where y'all are at, and you can see that there's footprints going back and forth, lots of activity, but, there is no light coming out at all from the cave entrance. What do we do?
You think there's more of them in there?
Yeah, I do. I do think there's more of them in there.
Zaz knows it. Zaz, you can
There's
smell
definitely more.
goblin coming out of there.
Either that or a lot of their beds.
Like I said, and we're going to say the cave entrance, like kind of where that path at, but it's.
And we see no light coming from
No
inside,
light
right?
coming out of the cave whatsoever.
Well, it's going to be difficult for Pasquale and I. Unless we light up a torch, but then they're going to see us coming.
Pull out a candle, set it between my knees, and get my flint.
You got candles, you got torches. So,
hand her a candle.
Who are you handing it to?
Gerda.
Gerda's going first? Oh. No.
Hold my candle. Yep, here we go.
Who's going into who's going to follow the path on the right-hand side of the stream into the cave?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Zaz,
You're going Skarn?
Where's my hand?
Yeah.
Skarn and Zaz.
Skarn to move up. You don't have to
All
move your
right.
tokens. You don't have to move your tokens. Because we're right at a nice little spot here. So you move up,
Oh, okay.
Skarn, and you step, the demarcation line. You can see the streams, nice little flows coming out of the cave, and you can see it going on up deep, deeper into the cave system. Not 5 feet from the entrance to your right, you can see some steps that kind of go up to your right, and you hear a deep growl. And that is where we'll hold for the night.
Wow.
Puppy.
Right?
Dun, dun.
Nice doggy.
Can we keep it?
Nice doggy.
Yes,
Sound like
y'all-
a pencil sharpener.
Okay, that is our holding point for the night. Close enough. 10. Good job. Session 1 in the books. Nicely done. We'll get Aaron back, Ella back next week, and she can then do her own voices and not have a manly gruffy voice to deal with everybody else. So, but she'll have her task ahead of her because everybody else has got their own voices. So we have to figure out what she's going to sound like. Good job, players. So let me see. We have a
good job, DM.
A magical item for Pasquale. All right. So real quick, we're going to show you how we play this magical items roulette. Let me bring up tables, and I'm going to ask you. I'm going to ask you a question. And what you have to tell me is this. Let me magic item A, table, and magic item B. Oh, bit.
Answer me these questions 3.
Something kind of like that. What is table C?
What is my name?
Actually, yeah, we'll do B and C because we're nice because this is their first game. Okay, so I'm going to ask for a dice roll from you, Pasquale, and you can choose any of the dice, and you're going to tell me, odd or even, you've got 2 tables. You've got table B and you've got table C. I want to know which table is odd and which table is even, and then I want you to roll that dice, and then that's the table we will use to roll off of. That makes sense? What I'm asking for?
Yeah. C is odd, B is even.
Okay, roll a dice. Doesn't matter which one, just one of them, into the chat window so everybody can see what the roll is. You pick the dice. Okay. All right. So it's table B. Okay. And so what you're going to do is you're going to roll me a percentile dice. And so you're going to grab the D10, right mouse click on the D10 and choose the percentile sign and throw that in the chat window.
Choose the percentile sign.
So the D10.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
Oh, whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Had the map in the way. So hold on to this. No, left click. No.
Right mouse click on the D10. There's a percentile sign at the 11 o'clock position.
Yeah.
Click that, and then there you go. Nicely done. That was 2 D10s. No, you got to grab the percentile dice and then throw it. Oh, is that okay? Sorry. Try again, Pat.
The map. You don't need it anymore.
You don't need the map. We're done with the map. Yeah, we're done with the map till I figure out what the hell's going on. Okay.
Yeah.
So, right click on the D10.
That's what I did.
But don't hold it down or nothing. There you go. Now click it in the chat.
There you go. Oh, nice. Whoa, big roll's what you want. Oh my God, really? Oh crap, that's hilarious. Okay.
Yeah.
You're going to, okay. Wow, unbelievable.
Purple sword, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
No, it's so.
We love you, Dark Army. Good night.
Bye.
As you were rummaging, so as Skarm was moving toward the entrance of the cave, you were looking, there's trash and stuff laying around, pieces of cloth. There was just lots of things, but they were on the ground up underneath of one of the, like a half broken barrel was this, looked like a robe. And it has all these little, you kind of looked tethered, but it had some pretty pictures on it. And you weren't quite sure what it was. It looked like some patches. And you pull it out. I don't believe I'm going to, you got this. This is hilarious, but it looks like this. And I guess we have to identify it. You've seen it before.
I was just going to say that rags freaking rags.
You don't have, it's called a robe of useful items. So 1 second, we're going to have to make some rolls. Basically what this robe does is each one of the patches do things when you rip it off and throw it on the ground. And
the 2
okay. And we have to roll how many patches they are and what the patches do here. So if you will hold on, Lynn, for 1 second, We will outfit you to figure out what you're going to do with what's called a robe of useful items.
You might even get a patch that's like coins, just gems.
You can get healing potions.
and we're gonna call it "Make It Rain."
There's lots of things it can be done with. Okay. I think that is it for the rest of the group then. So like I said, well done everybody. Tomorrow night, folks, make sure to tune back in over on Twitch. We got King Bashman running Tales from the Yawning Portal. And then I'm back Saturday night on Twitch with the ladies for Rise Up Against the Slave Lords. But you can check out our schedule anytime. Just go to our website, praetorsrejects.com, and the schedule's listed there. We have got like I said, a sub game coming up end of the month here. Other programming happening. I think I run the sub game next month. So I got to figure that out. We've told you about the program. We've got East Texas University runs here on the channel. It's actually doesn't run live, but it's recorded. Then I edit it and throw it up here. So I've got some sessions to do that. We've got the podcast that's starting up here in November, and then what we said is the Serenity RPG on Friday nights starting on November the 5th. Lots and lots of stuff here on the channels, on both channels. Thank you to the players, all new to the channel here, for participating. We got a nice, very interesting and eclectic group here that fit right on in with the rejects. So that should do it for us. We'll call it here. We'll say goodnight. I will prep our lovely video. We'll do the Johnny 7. We like our machine gun videos. Y'all take care. We'll see you later. Take care.
Good night, all.
Your squad is ready for you to lead them through. With Johnny 7 OMA, you charge. Fire grenade. Bullseye for Johnny 7. Watch out, tank. Fire anti-armor shell. Fire anti-tank rocket. Johnny 7's got him on the run. Johnny 7 fires bullets like a rifle. Fires like a Tommy gun. Now it's a cap-firing pistol. You've won with Johnny 7, the one-man army gun. It's 7 guns in one. Let's count them. 1 is a grenade launcher. 2 anti-armor gun. 3 anti-tank gun. 4 bullet-firing rifle. 5 Tommy gun. 6 anti-bunker gun. 7 cap-firing pistol. There's no other gun like it. To be sure, look for Johnny 7 OMA, the one-man army by Topper.